y'all point the finger at each other.
It was you, no, it was you, motherfucker.
And so, and that, just that right there is just,
All right, well, I mean, I guess while you here, we got to ask you, so why the trust get broken?
I feel like it goes back to the beginning, and I had no business being in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I think now with time and age, I realize that the best relationship that you have to have first is within yourself.
Mm.
And once you have that relationship, that the other ones will come easy. And I feel like I was just trying to have a relationship without really having a true relationship with myself. I thought I did, I thought I did, but as you grow older, past for situations, it's like, okay, if I had this confidence, if I had this even self-respect for myself, I wouldn't be going through this. So that's when you start analyzing, okay, it's something that I have to grow within myself to then be able to have a relationship with someone else. To be honest, I think it goes back to that. And that goes back to, maybe a prior relationship. And I think it's the same with him. He wasn't ready to be in that relationship, but we just clicked so much that we're like, okay, let's just continue. Yeah.
Okay.
So where does the trust come into play? Because you didn't mention anything about the trust.
The trust. Good point. I think it just goes back to that. You did it first. No, you did it first. Talking. And
so the pointing at each other's fingers is like, pointing at each other is going to
like
be
tit for tat. Yeah, you did it, I'm going to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, and
so he hooked up with somebody, you hooked up with somebody,
that's
that type of thing?
Well, I never really hook up with someone. But
Stop the cap.
There's no cap.
Come on, man.
There's no cap.
Mm-hmm.
But I did, there was like text message exchanges. That's about it. That's as much as I go. But
So
then again,
you
it's
entertain
something,
somebody.
yeah, basically. And it's something that I learned too. No, because it's just a text, that means there's nothing. At the end of the day, you opening on the door for something. Because I was like, well, I never saw him. Nothing happened. But at the end of the day, it's opening that door. It's just putting yourself there,
Sure.
So, yeah. It's like it just goes back and forth. So you learn, it goes back to know who you are. Don't do things that, you don't see yourself doing. Just keep it going,
Okay.
So when it comes with trust, it's just that.
So for both of you ladies, do you guys feel like once the trust is broken, can it be restored?
Personally, no. For me,
No?
I don't think. Or maybe I haven't loved someone enough to feel, or I don't fucking know. But for me, no.
Personally, I feel like it has to be commitment in both parts.
Jeez.
If
Fuck
only
that.
one person.
So it's possible.
I feel like it's possible. We're humans. We evolve. We change every day. But what does it take for you to really change? Are you really changing, or are you really just saying that you're changing?
So for you, what would it take to restore it?
We both trying, we both showing, we both being accountable.
But what would it take for you for it to be restored? Like he doesn't know it because he ain't doing it. So, like, what would it take?
Being honest, have a real honest conversation, let it all out. Decide if you're willing to really let go, or you're just saying, because you really have to be committed to let go. Yeah, and then once you're committed to let go, really let go. And move forward and build a life. We built our lives however we want them to be. So just build that life that we want. But if you're not willing to commit and you're saying like, yeah, you know what, let's just let it go. And 2 minutes later, oh, you did this. Oh, it's because you did that. That's never going to work.
That's the slippery slope when people say they let stuff go. Because
eventually,
people let stuff go and they continue on and try to make things work. But that would always get brought up when they get mad. So is that letting go?
Or it'll be in the back of your head like, he's doing the same thing he did last time.
Yeah.
I can see the signs.
Is it really letting go? Like, 'cause as soon as you get mad, remember that time, like that little piece of it is like, do we gotta really ask ourselves, like, if letting go means letting go, not ever thrown in that person's face later down the line.
Yeah. And I think that circles back to what I said earlier, like knowing who you are and, having that relationship with you. Because if you as a person is like, oh, no, you fucked up and I'm not taking you back, then you already know that's who you are. But if you're, you're like, you have sympathy, we're humans, we make errors, like, okay, maybe it'll work.